Hello and welcome to this session of Testim. In this session we are going to learn about reporting and integrations, and we will see the different reporting options in Testim. We will learn how to filter and view results, how to view company level reports, how to check the run results, how can we set email notifications to send our reports via email. We will also see the different integration platforms available for Testim, and then we will see a demo for Slack integration. This is going to be very easy and very interesting. Let's get started, and let us start with the reporting options overview. So step number one here is we will log into our Testim account, and here I have already logged into my Testim account and I am here on the insights section. So here we have to go to the insights section and then go to the report tab. So in the insights section you can see there is this is dashboard, and then we have a reports tab here. So I will go here. This is our reports tab, and here I can see my reports. So we have general and team productivity, and here step number 3 is we can change the project and the branch as well. So the project we can change from here in case you want to see reports for any other project, and then the branch we can change from filters from here. So you can see the branches here. As of now here's a single branch, but if you want to change the branches you can change it from the filters here. Okay, then we can also select the time period. So here you can see we have an option to change the time period. We can select today, yesterday, last 7 days, last 30 days, 3 months, 6 months, or we also have a custom option. So I can go to custom, and then I can set the date range like this, and then say apply, and you can see the reports accordingly. Okay, so we can set the filters, we can set the timeline, and then we can check all the reports and the activities. So here you will see the past test run percentage here, and it will also show you how many tests passed out of how many executions passed out of how many total executions, and here you can see all the details. Then here you can see in this timeline we can see the percentage of past tests, and we can see date wise. So here you can see 66% success, 4 out of 6 tests passed, and 1 out of 2 executions passed. Similarly you can go and hover over any of the area and you can see the details here. Okay, and then if you scroll down you can see here the tests, running tests 3 out of 12 existing. So how many tests are running here, and you can also see date wise all the number of tests that are getting executed. Okay, and here we have the average duration of our tests. Then if you scroll down you can see the failure types. Now as of now I don't have any failure types here, but otherwise you will see if some tests are failing. Once the failure types are defined in the test results, you can see the failure types as well here, and you can get all the details. Okay, so now you can switch to the team productivity tab and then check the analytics. So if I go here, this is the team productivity tab. If I go here you can see your team productivity. It will show you your total number of teammates, active teammates, how many tests got created by your team, how many tests got updated by your team, and then for individual teammate also you can see all the details here. So this will be very handy if you want to see how your team is performing, what are their activities, what all they are creating, and per member also you can see the details here. Okay, and you can see last period, this period, all this you can check here. And of course we have the options to set the timeline and also to set the filters here. So you can select the team members, you can select the project and branch from here, and then we can also select the time zone from here. So all this you can do. Okay, then so this is the overview of the reports. So you go to the reports section from the insights tab, and then here you can set the filter, set the timeline, set the project branch, and then you can watch and see all the reports, and all these options are available here at a high level. Okay, then we can we have already seen how to filter the results. Let us see in detail. If you go to the reports section you can click on the filter button. So here we have the filter button, and if you click here, it will show you all the options we have. So here we can filter for some particular test suite. Let's say I just want to see the reports for test suite 1, so I can filter like this. Then if you have multiple branches, you can select the branch. As of now I have a single branch. Then in case your tests are getting executed on multiple browsers, you will have the list of browsers here. You can check from here, select from here. In case of mobile testing, you can see different operating systems or devices. You can again check the options from here. In case you want to also include the tests which are in evaluating status, you can check this, and then you can say apply all these filters, and then you will see the reports accordingly as per the filters you have set. And we have all the other options here. Okay, the same goes with team productivity. We have filters and then timelines. Okay, so we can set all these filters, and wherever you see this magnifying glass icon, in that you can also start typing your option, and if you see, you will see the results accordingly, and then you can check them. Okay, so this is how you can set the filters and view the reports. Okay, now coming to company level reports. So for company level reports, you will have to go to your account. So click on your profile image, which is at the top right corner, and then click on reports. So here I will select this. Let me just close this one, and I will go to the my profile icon here, and then I will go to the reports option. So we have got the reports option here, and here you can see the company level reports. So here if you go to the filters, you can see we have all the projects. So you can select all the projects from here. Because this is at a company level, you will have the option to select all the projects that are there, and then again browsers, evaluating, etc. And then you can apply the filters, and then you will see the reports accordingly. So we have the similar sections here, but this is at a company level. You can include all the projects or whatever projects you want to include, and then you can see the results. Okay, again we have the timelines here. Okay, so we can select the projects, one or more, and then we can see the reports accordingly. So this is at a company level, which includes one or more projects. Okay, now we can check the run results for specific executions. For that, we will go to the runs section, and then we will go to the executions. So I will go back to my project, and here I will go to the runs section here, and here you can see the executions, and you will see the execution results here. Then test runs, so all these test runs results here. Okay, so you can see all this here, and then scheduled runs, and you will see the details of the scheduled runs here. Okay, I will go to the test runs, and here you can see we again have filters, we have timelines, we have time zone, then we have this filters. We can filter by all these options. You will see all your tests here. If you want to see some particular test, you can filter from here. Then if you want to filter by the statuses, passed, failed, queued, running, all this is here. You can see all the other statuses as well. Then failure type. Then we have browsers. If you want to filter by some particular browser, then by some particular test owner or teammate, all these options are here. Okay, and then you can also export this to a CSV. Okay, and here you can see a timeline. So you can see for all these dates, and you can see all these details here. So for example, on this particular day, this particular test ran, and it took a minute, it ran on Chrome. So all these details are here. Then here you can also see the stats: 59% success, 30 passed, and the average duration. Then for each and every test, you can see the details here. You can go and check the details here as well. or you can do a right click here. You can select and do a right click, and we have option to open a new tab or rerun with same parameters. So if I open in a new tab, it will open in the test editor that particular test, and we can see the tests here. And then we can also rerun with the same parameters. We also have option here, we can select and we can rerun with the same parameters here. Okay, and here you can see counted runs, which gets counted towards your subscription, or if you want to also see local editor runs, you can check that. So local editor runs are, so for example, if I go to the test case and if I run from here, that is run locally or run locally with debugging, this will be local editor runs. And if I run this, it will be counted, this will be the local editor runs, and then it will be shown here in the, I will go back to runs and test runs, and then it will be shown here in the local editor runs. Okay, similarly we have scheduled runs. You can see the details of the schedule here. Then if you want to rerun, you can also rerun from here. Again, we have all these filters, show only active, show only turbo mode, all these options. The test suite are here, so you can check that. Then executions, again you can see the executions here, and then you can set the filters. Again, we have all these filters here, statuses, browsers, suite, label, scheduler, all these options are here. And then if I double click, it will show you the details of that particular execution. Okay, and you can check all the details from here of all your runs and executions. Okay, we have seen all these details, filters, and all the options we have. Then we can also send email notifications. For that, you can go to the settings and go to report. So here I have my settings, and then I will go to report here, and here we can enable weekly email report, and we can add the emails of our teammates so that it will send a weekly email report. So this option is also there. Okay, then in Testim we can do integrations with a lot of external platforms, and for that you can go to settings and go to integration. So if I go to settings, and here I will go to integration, so I will go here, and you can see a lot of options are here. So all these, if I go to general, you can see GitHub, Bitbucket, Applitools, Slack. If I go to bug tracker, all these platforms, Jira, Trello, Slack, GitHub are here. Then test management, test trail, Tricentis Qtest, test management, X-ray, and a lot of other platforms are there that you can integrate with Testim. So if you go to this documentation, you will see all the different platforms. So here you can see Testim and different platforms that you can use for integration. Okay, so if you also search for Testim integrations, you can see integrations overview, and here you can see a lot of integration platforms, CI integrations, dedicated run tunnel, Applitools, GitHub, C-Lights, grid management, Bitbucket, bug tracker, test management integrations. All these options you can check here on this test integrations overview page. Okay, so here we can see different platforms. For CI platform integrations, you can go to settings and CLI. So if I go to settings and go to CLI here, and I go to CI tab here, so in the CI platform drop down here, you can see we have a lot of options: Azure, Pipelines, Bamboo, Circle CI, GitLab, GitHub Actions, Jenkins, TeamCity, TFS, VSTS. A lot of options are here, and then you can select any of them, and whenever you select any of these options, you will see the commands here that you can use, and you can do the integrations. Okay, also you can go to the documentation and see how you can do the integration. So if I go to CI integrations, and you can see all these options how you can do the CI integrations. Let us say I will go to Azure pipeline integration, you will see all the details how you can do the integration with Azure pipelines. Okay, so this is very handy, very useful. Okay, so we have already seen this integrations overview page. Now let us go to a demo to see Slack integration. So first you will log into your Slack account. So you can go and log into your Slack account. So here I will do a login. Let me just go to Slack, and yes, I'm already here, and I'm logged in. So I will open one of my Slack channels. So we have all these Slack channels here. Okay, this is demo team 1. Okay, then after login, if you don't have an account, you can also create a free account on Slack and then try it out. On Testim, we will go to settings and integration. So here on Testim, I will go to settings and integration, and you can see Slack here. You can also see Slack here under backtracker. So I will click on Slack here, and if you are already logged into your Slack account on the same browser, you can directly click on add to Slack, and you can see Testim is requesting permission to access the demo team 1 Slack workspace. Okay, and then you will also see the channels you have. Okay, so you can see here these are all the different channels. It is shown here, and this is because my Slack is logged in on the same browser as my Testim. Okay, so therefore I am getting all these options. So let us say if I go to, let us say we have project channel. If I select this one, project channel, and say allow, so this will now connect. Okay, and you can also see here on my Slack it says added an integration to this channel Testim. So that means the connection is successful. Okay, now I can we have already done step number 3, and here on the Slack channel we can allow to post notifications from Testim if it asks for it, or if you don't see the notifications coming, you can allow the notifications from Testim. Now you can create a schedule, or select a schedule and run, and then you can see if it shows on the Slack notification. So here first you will have to go to the scheduled runs. Okay, so this is one of my scheduled runs. Now here I will have to go to notifications, and here I will have to select Slack, and I will say add to Slack, and I will say allow. So now this is done, and the channels that we want to notify, we can have one or more channels here. So as of now I am just selecting one channel, which is project, and then I will say save. Okay, now whenever this scheduled run executes, it will send a notification to Slack. Let me try this out. I am manually running this for now, so I will select and click on the run selected schedulers, and I will say okay, so it will run it. And so you can see it is now in the running status. So once it is executed, we will come back and see here on our Slack channel if we get the notification here. I can also double click and go inside, and I can see as of now these are the 3 tests which are running. So this one is in running status, this is queued, and this is also queued. So let's just wait. Now this is just for demo. I'm showing you one of the options. You can do any integration, as we have seen all the different platforms as per your need, as per your project requirements. You can try the integrations with Testim. Okay, so you can see the first test of this schedule of this particular execution got failed, and now it is running the second one. And we can also go and check. If I double click on this particular test, you can see the runs. As of now, it is on this particular step. All the earlier steps are executed and passed, and it is, I think, stuck at this particular step. So that's fine. We will wait for this to get completed. And here this also failed, so now it is running the third test, and I can go and check. So let us wait for this to complete. So I can also go inside the test case and see. So it is running all these steps, you can see. So all these are getting passed. Okay, so this is running fine until now. And yes, looks like this one got executed, and the test is completed successfully. And of course the total status will be failed because we have two failed tests here. And now if I go to my Slack channel here, you can see here we have got the details. So for this schedule one test passed, 2 tests failed, and here we have the failed tests. Element not found for demo test 1, and for demo test 3 element is not visible. And then if I go and click, it will take me to that particular test, and you can see the details here. I can see the error, so it will show me what was the difference here, baseline, result, and then I can also see the test failure. I can log the test failure from here, and this is element not found here. Okay, so you can again troubleshoot directly from here. You can go and then troubleshoot on Testim. Okay, so this is how we can also do Slack integration, and then similarly we can do integration with other platforms. So this is how we can see the reports and do integration. I hope this was very useful. I will see you in the next session of Testim. Thank you for watching, and never stop learning.